So I was having a conversation earlier today with some social media friends, and we were talking about like some of the worst, like the funniest threats or whatever that we get. And every time that we're talking about death threats, and I laugh about this, but it's also because if you don't laugh about it, you'll go crazy. So every time we're talking about death threats, there's a couple that I just cannot help but remember. And my favorite has to be the time that this guy messaged me threatening to decapitate me with a forklift. And I just recently, I don't know if it's going to take me offline to look at it, but it was like, will you scream, cry, or just hang there when we decapitate you with a forklift? And it was so specific and so bizarre. Like, do you know, like the mechanics and the logistics involved in trying to decapitate someone with a forklift? But the guy used another alt account in which he actually identifies himself as a licensed forklift operator. And the only time you can get the police to do anything about death threats online is if it's specific. It's I'm going to kill you type thing, not like I hope you die. And there's like a clear plan or of intent. And so I'm going to decapitate you with a forklift is specific, clear, and intent. So when I reported to the cops, this guy had obviously used a VPN, which is just basically a pass through to make it so you can't find their IP address, and was using Twitter, which is generally non-compliant with police requests for information. And that's assuming that they retain any information, which since Elon Musk took over, they haven't been doing so much. So a lot of the information is being just destroyed or never collected in the first place, which used to be illegal, but now they don't have to comply with that anymore. But so when they went to look for the guy who said that he was going to decapitate me with a forklift, the forklift was actually the detail that helped them catch him, because he used two different accounts. One where he identified himself as a licensed forklift operator, nothing else, just that. And the other one where he was going to decapitate me. And they came through the same pass-through IP address, so they knew they were the same person with the forklift. And so apparently you actually do have to have a license to be a forklift operator. And the program that the guy was using to run his VPN still collects the region from which you access the VPN. So I mean, he was like in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So they looked up like all the licensed forklift operators in that area, and then looked for their social media profiles, and that's how they found the guy who threatened to decapitate me with a forklift. And I'm laughing because, I mean, frankly, it's funny. It is a little bit funny. It's scary and intimidating, and you have that, behind the like brain sense of this might be like serious. One of these people might hurt me, and some have tried. Somebody broke into my house, but being threatened with decapitation via forklift, and the forklift being the thing that ended up getting us the guy and having him arrested, to me is one of my favorite stories. Because justice was served, which is very rare for social media threats. I mean, I get rape and death threats every single day to the point where I don't even look at most of the comments or messages I get. But B, because a forklift is so fucking random. Like, he must really like his forklift to be so intimately involved with it that it dominates all of his thoughts, even how he's going to like kill people.